Have you ever just stopped and wondered if this reality, right here, is all there is? Well, today we're diving into this really fascinating cosmological framework called the Eight Paths, and it puts forward this pretty wild idea that our world isn't the destination, it's just one stop on a massive cosmic superhighway.
Seriously, just think about that for a second. What if our world isn't some final destination, but more like a bustling transit hub? You know, a place where souls are arriving from all over and are just on their way to somewhere else entirely. That's the kind of mind-bending idea we're going to get into today.
So, get this. According to this framework, the cosmos is just unimaginably huge. It's got 20 distinct, parallel worlds, all coexisting right alongside our own.
And it doesn't stop there. Within all those worlds, there are 36 different dimensions of space. All of it weaves together to create this intricate web of reality that's just so much grander than anything we can normally perceive.
Okay, so in this absolutely colossal structure, where does humanity even fit in? To figure that out, we've got to zoom way out and take a look at the cosmic map this framework lays out for us. What's really cool is how it's all laid out with this beautiful kind of symmetry. On one side, you have these higher life spaces. We're talking realms of incredible peace and super long lives. And on the other side, you've got the lower life spaces, places of real struggle and hardship. The whole idea here is that life is in this constant cycle, moving between them.
And this, right here, is where we come in. The human realm isn't up in those higher planes of existence, and it's not down in the lower ones either. Nope. We are right at the precise intersection point. We're the cosmic crossroads between these two massive extremes.
So being in this unique position gives our world a very specific and pretty crucial function. It's not just a place to live out a life, it's a place you pass through. And to really make this idea click, the author uses this absolutely brilliant metaphor. Our world, our human realm, is like a massive central train station. It's not the start of the line, it's not the end of the line, it's the one central hub where every single soul has to change trains. You know, when you think about it like that, all the chaos of our world starts to make a weird kind of sense, right? The constant hustle and bustle, all these different people with completely different goals. It's because this is all just a temporary stage. Everyone's just here playing their part before they head off to their real destination. We're all basically just travelers, standing for a bit at an inn on a much, much longer journey. All right, so if our world is a giant station, then there have to be tracks leading out of it, right? Well, this framework lays out exactly 8 distinct paths, or Dao, that a soul can take when leaving the human realm.
And here they are, the 8 available tracks leaving the station. And they really run the gamut. I mean, they cover the whole spectrum of existence. You've got everything from the super divine, like the path of God, all the way down to the worldly, like the path of humanity, and then even further down into the lower realms, like the paths of ghosts and demons.
Okay, so the path you end up on isn't random. It's all defined by your core nature and how you act. Let's start at the top. People on the path of God are described as natural and holistic. They're headed for the archipelago of the immortals. Then you have the more warlike and righteous types. They take the path of divinity. Those who are all about seeking stillness and an empty mind, they're on the path of Buddha, headed for paradise. And people who crave freedom and cultivate magic follow the path of immortality. Then you've got the middle ground, the path of humanity. If your life is all about chasing fame, money, and power, well, you just come right back here to this same station to do it all over again. And finally, you have the lower paths. A life that's only focused on material stuff and money leads to the animal realm. The deceitful and dishonest, they're on the ghost path to the underworld. And the really arrogant and destructive folks, they end up on the demon path, which leads to the realms of fire and ice.
So, as you can see, every single one of these tracks leads somewhere very specific. There are no dead ends in this cosmic station. Every choice you make, every way of being, has a destination that matches it.
And that really is the most crucial point here. Your destination isn't some arbitrary assignment. The principle is basically like attracts like. Your inner world, what you think, what you value, your fundamental nature. That's what literally determines which track you find yourself on. So in this view, the universe isn't judging you, it's just sorting you based on your own frequency.
So this whole huge cosmic map really comes down to something incredibly personal, doesn't it? The text isn't just describing some abstract system out there, it's actually inviting us to find ourselves in it.
And this is the real challenge it poses to all of us. Are you actually aware of the direction you're heading? Are you consciously choosing your path, steering your own journey? Or are you just getting swept along by the crowd in the station, pulled onto a track without even thinking about it? I love how the author wraps all of this up. It's not with some big dogmatic command, it's with this wonderfully humble piece of advice. They're not saying, this is the absolute truth, but more like, hey, if any of this resonates with you, think it over. Maybe you'll get something out of it. It's just a tool for reflection.
And that leaves us with this final question to ponder. Is life a set path, a fixed journey on a single track? Or is it more like a performance on a temporary stage where you actually have the freedom to choose your next act? According to the 8 paths, it might just be a little bit of both. Definitely something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.